sometimes, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch you unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. These feelings are familiar, swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her, swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust, I've been in and out of touch. I'm in and out of love, yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch you unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. These feelings are familiar, swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her, swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust, I've been in and out of touch. I'm in and out of love, yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. Falling in and out of love. Yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis love just made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch you unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. Only in and out of love. Yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis love just made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch you unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. Only in and out of love. Yeah.
sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so long. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. These feelings are familiar, swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her, swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust, I've been in and out of touch, I've been in and out of.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We are back with another Music Monday. On this Monday, man, y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional try on hauls, and y'all know we got Music Monday, which this is what this is, Music Monday. So as y'all come in and out, definitely smash that like button and sub up to the channel. Really means a lot to the kid. Also, sign up for that sold out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it is free to sign up. We got a little bit of everything in the Discord, man, and it's slowly growing, slowly but surely. We got sneakers, upcoming sneaker releases, shock drops. We try to post any info anytime that I can't really just sit in front of the camera and post it on YouTube like I want to, because, you know, I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I do work a full-time job. That's what the Discord is for, man. I also post, like, good eats, exercises over there. We got a fitness section. We got a music section. We got a little bit of everything on over there, man. So it's kind of like, I like how the community is growing slowly but surely. So as y'all come in and out, smash that like button. Tonight's topic, man, very interesting. I know if you haven't been living under a rock, let's just keep it simple, man. Diddy, the guy can't catch a break, bro. I don't want to say necessarily I feel sorry for him, but at the same time, it's one of those that's living proof. Ever since he, like, pretty much tried to, and I get his thought process on it, right? Of just, hey, settling this, make it go away. And then everybody right now, and I hate to blame the economy for this, because I don't know these people's side of the story. So everything I say tonight is alleged and opinionated based. But Um, I say that, there's always three sides to every story. There's gonna be his side, the accuser's side, and somewhere in the middle lies the truth. Um, Now, do I think all these people are coming out the woodwork for no reason? Probably not. But at the same time, I always gonna have this question, and I know if Dunks was on here, he would have the same question as well. And I can't speak for Dunks, so if Dunks, he has a link. If he wants to join, he knows what's up. Probably another busy week for Dunks. I know how his schedule is always all over the place. But salutes to Dunks. But I say all that to say is like, why do they wait so long to speak up? Like I'm talking about, like they're going back from stuff from the '90s. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this, right? And I don't know, I'm no attorney, and it's funny, Dunks told me I should go ahead and just get my degree and pass the bar and become an attorney. I got a new coworker. He likes to vent to me about a lot of his issues as well, and I give him, even though I try not to answer the questions, he like, when I do spit the game, he's like, yo, you in the wrong field, homie. You could be saving a lot of people right now. Go ahead and get your degree, pass the bar. He says the same thing Dunks is saying, yo, like, pass the degree, go ahead and get your bar, and start saving, back the community. And I don't lie, it has crossed my mind a little bit. But back on the legal side of things, I always gonna have this question in the back of my mind, like, why they wait so long? And I'm not saying maybe they wasn't scared or they didn't have their reasonings, okay? But it's still gonna be in the back of my mind, no matter how you slice it and dice it. But we're not gonna just touch Diddy tonight. Pause. That did not come around. We're not just gonna talk on Diddy. We're gonna also talk about Kodak Black and Jackboy. In fact, I'm gonna start there first on their scenario. I think also Kodak has welcomed his fourth child, so we're gonna touch on that a little bit. I want to start there because I feel like it's not gonna take me long to cover that section over all the stuff that's coming out for Diddy. Because I mean, honestly, last week it just felt like every other day they was hitting us something like Diddy this, Diddy that, Meek Mill this, Usher that. Now, I will say this. I do believe in the saying that a hit dog will holler. Meek, I'm a big fan of his music, especially when he first came out. He was killing the game. And it's just one of those kind of, can your music age well? Yes, but at the same time, the new stuff he's putting out, did I grow with Meek? No, I didn't grow with Meek. And I'm going to say this, maybe it's me, I'm the problem, because Meek probably still going hard. And doing his thing, but I just feel like, the music industry in general, right? If we're gonna keep it 100, a lot of stuff is not hitting the same way that it used to back in the day because, in my opinion, right, a lot of stuff is recycled. You know what I mean? We're hearing the same thing, same scenario, same. Everybody can't have the same story. In my opinion. Even if you do, you need to find a very unique way to deliver it differently. You're either getting drill music, I came from this type of drill music, or in the females side of things, right? To piggyback off what Joe Budden was saying, I don't know if you guys keep up with him or not. As far as the female rap, it ain't hitting the same in so many words, and let's just keep it 100. Every one of them tells you 101 ways how what is the best and what you need to do to it and pay all their bills, or they don't need you to pay their bills and still come do XYZ. You know what I'm saying? It's all I don't want to sound like a hater, but they talk a little too adultish. Like, can we get like the Queen Latifah's like UNITY sometime, or the MC Lights where, you got to really go bar for bar. And I think we can still credit Lil' Kim. I got to give her credit where credit is due, where female rap took it and where it kind of low-key stayed after where she put it. You know what I mean? Can we get a Lauryn Hill? Something like that. Foxy Brown was spitting bars too. And there's probably a lot of other female rappers that I'm not really giving their just dues because, I ain't talking nobody in specific, but female rap has changed. You know what I mean? Queen Latifah used to be like one of my favorite rappers. Still is. But I guess we'll start here with the Kodak and Jackboy situations. Long story short, I knew they had been beefing, but I never knew exactly why. Now I think Jackboy was on Way Up with Yee, which is Ye used to be one part of the Breakfast Club. That used to be my show. I feel like I discovered them, but I really didn't. And when I say discovered, I feel like I discovered their show before it took off. Whenever like one job I used to work back in the day, I want to say it had to be like at least 2010, 2011. I used to listen to their stuff every morning because I had the early shift, and they used to get me through like, and I listened to it on the iHeartRadio app at that. So that's where I was listening to it back then, you know what I mean? And not saying it's not still there, but that's where I discovered them at from there. And I missed the original trio is what I was gonna say, man. No disrespect to the new co-host or nothing like that. I'm still listening and still watching, but I still miss the original gang. Sometimes when you just grow up the original gang, you know what's up, man. But yeah, we're gonna talk Kodak and Jack Black. I say all that to say because we saw Jackboy. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Jackboy is his name, right? We saw him on Wail with Ye, and pretty much she was trying to make amends, or at least trying to open the door where it could be, resolved. And Jackboy kept it 100, man. He didn't go in, or he didn't do anything out the way. He just literally said no. You know what I mean? He was like, nah, in so many words, he was like, I'm good with him. I don't got no problem. Keep in mind, he got his own legal problems. He don't need to be spazzing out. And let me say this. I rock with both they music, Kodak and Jack Black. Let's see. I did see somebody come for me in the chat. I called it Jack Black. My bad, man. I meant Jackboy. But I saw you deleted the message there, bro. It's all good. I ain't even gonna get mad. I did probably say Jack Black. My bad. But you can tell the era of what I grew up in. But I'm gonna share my screen here. Give me like 2 seconds. We're gonna talk this Kodak Black and Jack. I want to say it's Jackboy. I almost said Jack Black again, low key, bro. But I do want to go over this real quick because I never understood why they was beefing. Because I think Jackboy was actually signed to Yak first. You know what I'm saying? And then I think he went his own separate ways after that. So let me share my screen on this real quick. Boom, should be sharing screen right here. Yeah, you can go ahead and laugh, homie. I ain't even tripping, yo. I messed up. I said Jack Black. Let's see, the Slayer in the building says, yo, Squad 100. What up, Slayer? As y'all come in and out of this joint, smash that like button, man. Really goes a long way. And then, what is it? Surbrand. I hope I'm getting it right. Dude. Suburban dude. Hey, man, I messed up. But let's figure this out real quick. I did see this article come up before we touch on a Diddy situation because I feel like Diddy situations are going to take majority of the live. And case in point, Dunks has also never been like a major Diddy fan. But even he said like, all right, it's getting out of control. And I can't speak for Dunks, but that's just what I remember last time we talked about it. Says Kodak Black and Jackboy beef behind fatal 2023 shooting, authorities say. Right? Okay. I didn't even know it was a shooting behind this and thing. I thought they just kind of like it was on some deal situations. It says Kodak Black and Jackboy perpetrated beef has alleged turned deadly, with police claiming that it was the cause of a fatal shooting in 2023. So that was last year because this is 2024. The Miami Herald is reporting that authorities are saying that the shooting, which happened on January 16, 2023, and took place outside of Jackboy's concert at the Barn in Sanford, Florida, was inspired by a dispute between the two artists, though the police went out their way to say that neither were directly involved. Interesting. The Slayer says, not even mad. Jack Black most valid. I mean, yeah, I get what you getting at, but I ain't gonna go there, bro. My bad. But so apparently there was a shooting involved between Yak and Jackboy, right? So I didn't even know this was actually had popped off. So this kind of really catching the kid off guard. It says the Seminole County Sheriff Dennis Lima claimed that the shooters thought they were aiming at Jackboy's crew, but shot a different van instead. Interesting, right? So either way, there was supposed to be a hit that's supposed to be out, and apparently sometimes I'm gonna put it with these hits, man, and not saying I've been a part of one, but I know I've heard of, right, allegedly, that usually when the person put a bounty on somebody, like, you gotta make sure this person, and this sounds bad, but it's, you know what I'm saying? You taking a risk, because if they get caught and tell on you and tell the whole story, you're most likely going down. I see you, Manny. You're in the building. What up, Manny, with the kicks? But you got to make sure you hiring the right person, you know? Because that person easily could, what happens if they miss? What happened if they miss? Because I'll put this way, right? I heard of allegedly where there was a person that did this type of work, right? Okay. I don't know who, I don't know nothing. But story goes from all like these mumbo jumbos that this person does that type of work, and every single time, like, not that he never successfully completed a job. Like he would definitely shoot the shot, so to speak, right? But he would never ever finish the game. So and that's the best way I can word it for YouTube. So it's like, why keep hiring this guy? You know, and I think at this point he's probably most likely not. Yeah, if he's free, I'm very curious what he said and who he told on. I see Manny with the Kick says Paulo and Slayer salute. The Slayer at Manny with the Kicks got the praying hands emoji, strong arms, and 100. What up, man? What up? What up? So I said all to say, like, yeah, I'm trying to say, like, when you hire those type of jobs, it can go wrong. But you got to be stronger than the next person too. Where knowing that if you don't do it, they're going to take you out too. You know what I mean? That's just the game that I was raised up on. I could be wrong. It says the 6 or more piercing bullets struck the passenger of the alleged mistaken targeted van, and one of the people inside, 31-year-old Princess Tolliver, died on the scene. So rest in peace. So there was definitely a body hit on this. Now, apparently this was the wrong vehicle. Tolliver's father, Edward, told WESH that his daughter, whom to Miami Herald has identified as a civilian employee of the Florida Salute University Police Department, didn't deserve her fate. Now my daughter is dead because of the stupid gun activity and the racketeering and selling of drugs, he said. She was just having a good time and now she's dead. So I can see where the father coming from. But where does Jackboy and Kodak, I know it was his concerts, but how does this fall into, like, because I guess maybe I would still be mad because even though you missed and you hit the wrong crew, it says at the same time, like, you know, I don't know. I see why you could still be mad because that could have easily been meant for somebody else. It's probably from his point of view. It says on Tuesday, February 26th, the Seminole County Sheriff's Office announced that he had arrested 13 people, and all of whom are alleged members of the OTF on Top Forever gang in the connection with, I thought OTF was, but I guess, yeah, wow, I didn't know that, on the Top Forever, because I thought OTF was Lil Durk, and I thought that was only the family. But I know this is not Lil Durk and them, because this is Kodak and Jackboy and them. Says in connection with the drive-by shooting, the arrest came after an investigation that spanned more than a year and involved more than 120 search warrants. So apparently this beef has been going on for quite some time. Says one man, however, remains at large and has an outstanding warrant for first-degree premeditated murder, which is murder for the people who don't understand. It says a charge that potentially carries the death penalty if the accused is convicted of the crime. It says our detectives have determined that none of the victims were the intended target that night, said Seminole County Sheriff Dennis Lima as a news conference announcing the arrest. We found that the likely motive for the incentive stemmed from a very public, high-profile dispute playing out on social media and in-court system involving Jackboy and a known associate of the shooters, another rap artist, Bill Capri, known as the stage name Kodak Black. So, I'm pretty sure. I think Bill. I was just thinking about that too on the way home. Like I think homie legally changed his name. I guess he didn't want to be associated with the bad situations of that. But I mean, here you are, man. I know people say all the time it's like Yak loves jail, but I think he's out. But to be honest, for him to have been out, I think he got out last week or week before last. Don't quote me on that, but he's been other than throwing rocks when he first got out, he's been keeping a pretty low profile. And that's how he should be doing it, man. I know he's just welcome home his fourth child. I'm going to touch on that a little bit, too, because I did see that come up. And then we'll get straight into the Diddy situation because, like I said, I think the Diddy stuff is going to be way longer than this. It says, it was clear that suspects had been watching this public debate between Kodak Black and Jackboy and probably took this as an opportunity to make the name for themselves, he said at the same conference. Says the 13 arrests has been charged with murder, attempt murder, racketeering, and car theft. 2 female associates of the arrest have also been arrested and charged with related crimes. Kodak Black and Jackboy relationship turned sour in June of 2021 when the sniper gang boss dissed his entire label and retaliated by throwing $100,000 into the ocean as well as stuffing 100 bills down the toilet. I do remember that, which that's kind of not cool, and that money didn't flush. Now he throwing it in the ocean, that's not cool. But he and I'm pretty sure he didn't throw. He threw money. I wouldn't be surprised if that stuff wouldn't be prop money. I don't know, man. I don't care how much you beef with somebody, you don't throw the money away. And if you do get it at something you can look at, you don't just flush it, which I don't think it even went down the toilet, so I know they got that out. I would have got that joint out and let it air it out because it's still going to spin the same way. And I know that's disgusting. It says Hip Hop DX has reached out to the Seminole County Sheriff Office and Kodak's longtime attorney for comment. So I'm pretty sure they haven't received one back. So we'll see how that goes. We've got a few people that did come in and says, dark-skinned dudes are so dumb and self-destructive. This is what's on the page, not my thoughts. It says, you're lame as F. Can't say he wrong. N-words, stay doing dumb stuff. Crickets. So, yeah. So I guess we finally got what that's kind of stemmed for. But, like, I'm very curious what started because we got what's going on now, the reason they're kind of beefing. But the whole 2021 situation where he threw 100-something in the ocean and him and Jackboy wasn't no longer cool. What did that stem from is what I want to know. And that part hasn't come out yet. So I'm not even going to make an educated guess. So let's transition to Kodak Black welcomes his 4th child, delivers baby himself. Interesting. So Kodak is a doctor deliverer now. Says Manny with the Kick says, yeah, we could be superstars, but I'm pretty sure time is up. Kodak Black voice. I like the response that Jackboy did to that song. Jackboy low key to keep it 100. Only thing he missing is a super high feature or a good like catchy hook for the song. He got the bars. He got the and let me clarify this. He's not lyrical, but he got great wordplay. He reminds me of and this is not a diss, but he reminds me of like a low budget Fabulous. Because Fabulous isn't a lyricist, but he's like wordplay, he's the king of wordplay in my opinion. And I think Jackboy is a great wordplay. He's had some decent beats, but he need that Metro Boomin joint. Get him on a Metro Boomin beat. Let him rap on the joint and let somebody else go crazy on the hook for him. I guarantee you. But he may not want to be commercialized. Some people like to, they getting and this is still good money, obviously. He getting the money he want to make. He comfortable with it. Sure, he ain't on the level of a Beyonce, but I mean, we know who he is. And I think he's been able to separate himself from Yak, a.k.a. Kodak Black. And that's just my opinion on it. It says, Kodak Black has welcomed his 4th child and even delivered the baby himself. The Florida rapper's girlfriend, Miranda Johnson, announced the birth of the 2nd child together. I got to get a look real quick. I don't know. I thought he was dating somebody like, I don't know. I got to look who Miranda Johnson is. not judging nobody, girl. I'm just curious because I'm gonna see if her name come up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a little too nosy on the live, but we'll see what's up real quick, man. We just kicking back, chilling. So I have a feeling this is her. I didn't know she dated Yak. But you know what? Why not? We're gonna click on this. Can we get a non-blurry version? I'm gonna see if I can go to her. I think this is her. Hold up. Did she just have a baby? Let me see if this is her. Cause I don't know if this is her the right chick. Cause you don't got no pictures of Yak up at all. Not that I see her. So this may not be the right person. But it could be. Like, hold up. Let me see. I don't want to play nothing out the way. Can I like skip? I don't know. Cause I don't think cause if she posted it, I gotta see if I can find it. Cause I don't think she's got like a baby picture up. So this may not be the one. Hold up. My bad. But this her right here with Kodak. Like somebody posted this joint up. Proposes to girlfriend at their baby. Okay, wow. So apparently this is her. Hold on real quick. Somebody got a story up. This is capital extra. And I guess he's proposed to her. Hold on, let me share my screen real quick. Give me like 2 seconds. Boom. This is where Kodak Black proposed to girlfriend Miranda Johnson at their baby shower. So apparently this is it. Let me see if this even plays. I don't think it's gonna play any audio. That's probably a good thing. But I guess this is from X. Yeah, and we got the audio. Is it up? It's already up. So he ain't doing nothing, but apparently he had been proposed to her. Right now, it doesn't look like a proposal. It just look like he's just throwing a whole bunch of money away. Is this when he started throwing it in the ocean? Bro, this is when he started throwing it. Kodak Black throws 100 in the ocean, so that ain't even the proposal joint. I thought that was a proposal. I guess this is it right here because that right there is when he threw 100 some in the ocean. Remember we read that on one article. So he had proposed to her. I thought he had already married somebody though. So I guess that's his when he proposed or whatever, but apparently this is him and his boo. Expecting second child. So this is her right here. Looks like TMZ, they don't miss anything. So this is where this all stemmed from. Where's this article is from 2021. Oh, so they got, oh, this gotta be another thing because this is from 2021. So they must got 3 kids together. He must got 3 kids with like her and then another kid with somebody else. So I'm assuming because this is from 2021. So they've been together for a while though. I didn't even know that. So look like he's been keeping a low profile for the most part if he can stay out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's him. Okay, cool. I respect it. I think this is the Instagram it pulled up. So I don't know if that's really her. Kodak's baby mama Johnson heated waiting on. That was in 2023. So yeah, Kodak Bloom, yeah, gets baby shower rent. Yep, because we did cover this because he get her like a Range Rover and all that. So for the kids, so they already got 2 kids, and then that's the 3rd child. What I'm assuming that had to be number 3. So I mean, if he having them all by the same person except one, I can't really, not. You know what I'm saying? He obviously got to be a good dad, I would think. You know, salute to Yak for that. Let me read through the rest of this real quick. It says, on February 27th, a prince was born. Yep, because he had a girl and a boy, so then I got another boy. Johnson wrote, while adding in a separate post, our midwife really let Bill deliver our son himself. Due to Johnson calling the baby a prince, it's safe to assume the child is a boy, but the couple has not yet revealed his name. So our midwife, so yep, cool. This was up, man. I gotta give credit where credit is due and respect for it. Kodak Black, real name Bill Capri, and Miranda Johnson also shared a 2-year-old daughter named Queen Yari. Well, the rapper has 2 other children from past relationship. Oh, okay. So he got also Yak got 3 baby mamas. Is what I'm getting from that. Okay, cool. So it says they share a 2-year-old, and now they got named Karari, and the rapper has so. This is his second child with her, and he got 2 other kids from previous relationships. So that's a total of 4 kids. Got you. He has an 8-year-old son named King Khalid and a 1-year-old daughter called Isabella. Okay, cool. So that's 2, 3, and then you got this one that says Kodak previously referred to Johnson as his fiance when announcing her pregnancy. The birth of his 4th child is fortress timing for Kodak Black, as he was recently released from a brief stint in jail after being arrested on charges of drug possession, evidence tampering, and being improperly parked. So yeah, he talk about perfect time. This dude is one blessed guy, man. I know he stays in there a lot, but I mean the guy comes home a lot too. I'm safe to say this. Not saying his first day out or last day in songs don't hit because they do, but I mean you want to actually stick to them. Like last day in, man, you don't need to go back no more, man. I don't wish, except for the people who really do some crazy things, I don't really be wishing no like prison time on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Let me hit the chat. Let's see. Man of the Kick says he threw 50s in the one. He threw 50 and ones in the ocean. Come on now. And Jackboy got some bangers. He most definitely do. He most definitely do. Let's see. Emma E90 says, I think his real name is so funny. He doesn't look like a Bill. I think he had changed it. That's not what his mama named him. I think he changed it legally because his original like name was something else. Let me see if I can actually find it. Like, because I know it's gonna say Bill Capri, but let me just see if I can find it real quick. Sometimes Google have like the old stuff real quick because he actually had like one of those like a names that you would actually look like it should be that. Let me see if I can just find it real bit quick. So let's see, Kodak Black, personally known as Kodak Black. Okay, so Bill Kahan, names are all over the place, but his name didn't used to be Bill. I'm gonna see. Let me see. Kodak Black changes name. I'm almost positive he changed his legal name. Don't quote me on this though. Kodak. Okay, here we go. Right here. Here's his real name. Right here. Here's the proof. Here's the proof. I'm not saying you didn't believe me, but here it is right here. So it says Bill Kahan Capri, but Kodak Black was born the son Octave. So I know like Octave. I knew Octave used to be his last name on June 11, 1997. So yeah, Dasan or Dusan, hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Octave is his actual original name, and then he changed it to Bill Capri. He later legally changed his name to Bill Capri. So what made him choose that, I don't know. But yeah, he changed his name legally. Something I never ever think of ever doing. But yeah, here we are real quick. Let me get back on this article and then we're going to get started on Diddy's. Pause. It says, let me hit this real quick. The drug charges were later dismissed and Kodak pled guilty to a parole violation. In a video released shortly after his arrest, the 26-year-old denied any wrongdoing and said he did not take cocaine. Says, addressing his arrest, Yak said, I was on a lean, homie. I would sleep in front of my family house, bro. That's it. That ain't illegal. He also denied taking cocaine, saying, come on, fam. Hell F no, bruh. Hell no. And I ain't finna say I'm against MFers who do coke. Man, I ain't on that ish. Kodak legal troubles may worsen as he immediately got into an altercation with the press following his release from jail. And this whenever he was throwing them rocks or whatever he was throwing at the cameraman. It says in a video captured by WPLG Local 10, the Super Gremlin hitmaker was seen hurling rocks at the broadcaster photographer while rambling incoherently. He also threatened to assault the reporter as he left the detention center. The reporter for the local 10 confirmed that a police report has been filed against the rapper as the rocks injured the camera operator. Oh, so he probably going to just probably pay that off for the label. It's crazy he ain't do no, usually when he get out, because he was locked down, like he been locked down past Christmas, bro. So I know if he just got out, what, a couple weeks ago, he been locked down at least for 2 months. And I think that's what we covered on the last live. So I'm surprised he didn't do a first day out joint. That's what I'm saying. But let's talk about Diddy now. The latest things. I think I saw the one from Complex. I'm going to touch on that first. This is what really kind of throwing me off. Diddy can't catch a break, bro. And I'm not saying he shouldn't because, and I'm not saying if any of the stuff that's against him is true, hey, by all means, do what y'all got to do. But again, I just find it a little weird that when Diddy settled a little too quickly, in my opinion, he settled a little too quickly for the Cassie situation. Whether any of it's true or not, I don't know, or whatever the terms is, she can't speak on it or not because I'm not the attorney. But I say all that to say he settled a little too quickly, and then more people are gonna strike while the iron is hot, so to speak, allegedly. So that's what's I feel like maybe going on. Because I mean, Diddy's never had. To be fair though, Diddy's never had like the best rep in the like industry. Let me clarify this. Like he's had the best rep as like being a hit maker, being an artist, being the guy that you go to Diddy if you want to hit. If you go to Diddy, he's gonna make you famous. Me and my brother used to watch that show Making in the Band back in the day a lot, and we used to love it because we were like, man, Diddy is all about making quick money. He dropped $1 million, he gonna make a couple million. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he had that hustler mentality. If I'm not mistaken, I know Diddy's from New York, but I think he's from Harlem. But don't quote me on that. But I think he's from that. That hustling mentality. That's what I think of when I think of like, the city people in New York. They just know how to get it, by any means necessary. So let's read through this article real quick, and then we're gonna wrap things up for tonight. I'm gonna be on this joint for like another roughly little over 30 minutes. Appreciate that. Then I will be back again with some more like sneaker content. Says who's named in the latest Diddy lawsuit? Young Miami, Cuba Gooding Jr., Justin Combs, and more. So Justin Combs is his son. The legal action stems from allegations made by Rodney Little Rod Jones Jr., who is suing the Bad Boy Records founder for $30 million of them things. Sheesh. I don't know how much money did he got, but I think at one point he was known to be worth for like $600-700 million, if not more. I think Jay-Z touched $1 billion, but I think if anybody was right underneath him, pause, because it don't sound right, was Jay-Z or was Diddy. So Jay-Z then Diddy. Because Jay-Z, when he switched up on that mindset, he never looked back. He still did music, but he still, he doing it. Jay is like a true, like, hustler. He ain't all flashy. He's behind the scenes. He's just working behind the scenes getting money, man. No matter how you slice it and dice it. Says Diddy has been accused of SA. I'm going to leave it at that because I know how YouTube is. If you go a little too, which I'm probably still going to have to fight for this video to be staying posted. It says, in another lawsuit, this time from Rodney Little Rod Jones, who says his life has been determinedly impacted since agreeing to work on the Love album Off the Grid. Now, that was Diddy's latest album, and I think it was banging. I think they did a good job. Now, a lot of people not necessarily give Diddy respect as far as being like a quote-unquote executive producer. Now, to the best of my knowledge, the difference is between like the actual person that produced and the person who's like an executive producer is where can Diddy make a beat from scratch and make a hit is, debatable. Or can he come in and hear what you got, put his twist on it, and now it's like, okay, now I just made it so much better. Now I'm executive producing. Now I get the credit. Because I feel like that's where Khaled kind of does too. I don't know. I'm not in the studio with these guys, so this is all alleged. But I'm just saying, like, can they really are they really real producers? And I know Dunks will chime in on this one in a heartbeat. But let me read through this article. Again, we got all these. Look, I just typed in Diddy today as I was getting ready to do the live. And it just kept coming and coming and coming. Pause. You know what I mean? But it says the suit and the latest legal action against the Bad Boy Records founder who was accused of gotta say that for YouTube, is abused in a separate lawsuit from Cassie last year. The suit was swiftly settled for an unclosed amount with a lawyer for Diddy, saying that at the time of the decision to settle was in no way an admission of wrongdoing. That settlement was followed by several more lawsuits featuring several altercations, including one in which Diddy was among those alleged to have trafficked and AR'd a 17-year-old girl. Okay, so we're going to keep it moving on this one. I don't really want to get too deep into that one. Manu the Kick says, no freaky sheesh. I'm just reading the article, bro. It says, enough is enough, Diddy said in December. He has also denied the latest allegations against him through an attorney. Provided a statement for the last couple of weeks. I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and the truth. Why didn't you do that with the Cassie situation? That's my whole thing. Like, you should have did that. You got to do that off rip. Because I think the saying goes is like, if you settle one time, or if you go, if you give in one time, they're going to always come after you because they're like, this guy, he'll give in, For the people who ain't got nothing, and the attorneys that's working pro bono, if they're like, man, if we didn't even get just a 50 spot, it would be worth our time, And I'm talking 50K. Still a lot of money in my book, Defendants in the new 73-page suit for Jones also included Justin Combs, Lurkan Gorange, not sure what that is, Epitopia Harim, not sure who that is, probably should Google some of these people, Christina Cahoon, Khalees Recording Studios, Love Records, Motown Records, Universal Music Group, and Combs Global Enterprises. So, I mean, the label, I would hope the lawyer got to see something in there if it's worth to try to take a suit to this guy. Because even if they're working pro bono, like, even just a file this stuff sometimes can easily turn into easily 50 to hundreds of dollars, if not more, as a person who's been to court too many times. Below, we take a look at a few major names included in the suit, which is available to read in full here. So I'm not going to read the whole suit, but we'll see what we got on here. So Young Miami name is mentioned on the suit. Now, this is Diddy's apparently latest alleged boo, and I got to give it to Diddy, man. He got some great taste in women. Like, every girl I pretty much seen him with, I see why, you know what I mean? Like, Young Miami, I see the potential. J-Lo was one of my favorites to see him with. Cassie was bad too. Like I'm saying, Diddy don't have some pretty attractive women. And I'm gonna say R.I.P. to Kim Porter. So let me read through the rest of this article real quick. It says, in the suit, Jones alleges he has infertility evidence of, among other things, Young Miami's cousin and or assistants SA'd him. According to Jones, he was with Diddy, Young Miami, and her female cousins on Thanksgiving Day in 2022. Jones alleges that Miami's cousin burst into the bathroom while he was inside, at which point she allegedly started groping him and performing oral you-know-what. So did he obviously didn't fight it off. You know what I mean? Like, this is a woman. Like, you can push her off. But, again, I guess he's in such a state of shock that, hey, hey, this feels good, but like stop. You know, I don't know, right? I don't know. Allegedly, right? Um, Jones alleges that he tried to push her off. Okay, here we go, right here. Push her away and left the restroom, only then to be followed by the woman who then alleged undressed and attempted to straddle him and have sex with him in front of Diddy and others. So the keyword is tried. Let's see. Everywhere else, Jones alleges that Young Miami was among those who were paid a monthly fee by Diddy to work as his ex-workers. And I'm not saying X as an EX, so just trying to keep it rated G for pretty much YouTube. Complex has reached out to the rep for Young Miami for comment. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she hasn't responded. Cuba Gooding Jr. was surprised to see his name come up on the list. And I may have to even do a separate part 2 on this joint, man, because this article is really kind of the one I wanted to hit on. This one, the one I wasn't even going to cover on. So, but we'll keep it moving. Cuba Gooding Jr. And he's had his fair share of legal trouble as well. Says the Oscar-winning actor is accused of SH, keeping it rated G for YouTube, an assault by Jones, who believes Diddy was grooming him. And they got that in quotations, with a goal of passing him off to others. While on a yacht in January 2023, Jones alleges he was introduced to Gooding, who proceeded to grope and fondle him until being forcibly pushed away. Like, bro, like, it's my thing. Like, you should notice weird touches right off rip. Case in point, right? This is just me. I got a new coworker, right? They dared, I ain't gonna say how long they've been there, but because there's 2 new coworkers technically, and one of them, yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. But the other one, they're a nice person, but they don't know the personal space rule. But lately, like at work, I put my, like when they walk in, I hit them right there. I'm like, if I can touch you, you're too close. So I started doing all this joint. And he wasn't like, hey, now I want no weird shit. He wouldn't touch me or nothing like that. But it was kind of what, still, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, like, you can just, they not from here, and it shows, and like I said, he's a nice guy, but he didn't know what he was doing, but now he get it. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't let him know. But he's also learning. He's always let me know, like, the first 10 years or X amount of years, or I don't know how many years he said since he been here, he didn't even know XYZ. And I'm going to just leave it at that, because I know you never know who watching, man. Men with Kicks says, dang, Diddy let us down, J. Cole voice. I mean, these are all alleged, right? He hasn't been found guilty of anything. Let's just throw it out there, right? It says, with multiple allegations in the suit, including these screenshots are included that claim to show the moments surrounding the alleged incidents. Mr. Combs have dominion and control over the actions of Cuba Gooding Jr. and failed to step in and stop Cuba Gooding Jr. from S.A. Mr. Jones, the suit alleges. What if Diddy didn't know that was going on? How does he know that was going on? Does he have proof to show that? Like, this case, if combed through a with a fine-tooth comb, it's gonna be, you know what I mean? It's gonna have to be more than some hearsay. Cause hey, Diddy did it to me, dog. I ain't never met Diddy. Even if I had, let's say I met Diddy and we got a picture together, right? Then I throw out all those weird allegations. You know what I mean? They got Justin Combs, which this is Diddy's son. They have him on the suit as well. Says in September 2022, Jones alleges a man identified in the lawsuit only as G, a friend of Diddy's son, Justin, was shot. During the alleged incident, Jones say he heard gunshots while 2 feet away from a restroom at Charlotte's recording studio in Los Angeles. When Diddy and Justin exited the restroom, Jones allegedly saw G suffering from gunshot wounds on the floor of the bathroom, at which point he offered assistance. Per Jones, Diddy forced himself to lie to authorities about the shooting, with police being told it was a result of a drive-by. So very curious if this is true or not. I don't know. Man with the Kick says, I hope it's all crap, my guy. Me too, man. While Diddy does got to get a bad rep, you got to give him credit where credit is due as for his hustling mentality, man. And everybody wanted to take, this is my thing, at one point, before everybody wanted to give Jay-Z the title and say, hey, I want to have lunch with Jay-Z, this and the third to get the game, Diddy used to be that guy. And before Diddy was Russell Simmons, so it went Russell Simmons, Diddy, and Jay. Now, I know Russell Simmons is probably a person we probably shouldn't want to bring up in this. Granted, we do have some information up on him as well, with him and Usher. So apparently this is a picture of him and Stevie J. Stevie J is known for his production, to the best of my knowledge. Man of the Kick says, shout out to Shine. Actually, I'm going to touch on that too. I'm glad you brought that up, because also there's been some speculation, allegedly, that whole gun situation between him and Shine and Diddy and J-Lo when they went to that club, and everybody said Diddy kind of did Shine wrong. I got an article up here. Again, I'm about to go, probably, I'm going to have to start cover this again next Music Monday as well. But just pretty much pick up where I left off. But rumors going around that gun situation actually was Diddy's. Rumors is J-Lo toted it in through a purse, allegedly. And the only reason Shine got, the thing out and was handling business is because he was protecting them. He did it on some self-defense mechanism, but that's not how the story was told, to the best of my knowledge. We're going to go through that next. After I get through this part, I do want to touch on the Shine situation. Because I'll never forget, Dunks used to hit me up randomly all the time, like, yo, I don't like the way Diddy did Shine, bro. I don't like the way Diddy did Shine. I don't like the way Diddy did Shine. And I'd be like, bro. And I used to defend Diddy. This is the thing. I used to be like, yo, Diddy thinking about his family. Diddy, and rumor has it too, is that while Shine, I think he did 10 years for that jank. I think not only did him and Diddy squash it, but whatever, I think Diddy was taking care of him behind, allegedly, Diddy was taking care of Shine and his family while Shine was behind bars. Because, he really saved him on that. Because that could have easily been Diddy doing 10. If not longer. Let's see. Manny with the Kick says part 2, most definitely, man. Because I'm not going to say what was going to come to mind at first, because that would have been a huge pause moment, but this is a huge topic, man. And this is something that, to comb through this, if he's going to take this to trial, if Young Thug them stuff is slotted for X amount of months, if you think YNW Melly them stuff was slotted for a couple months and then mistrial, this one's going to take years to solve, man. It's going to take years. It's not going to be breaking news. We found out what happened by the end of the summer, unless Diddy just pleads guilty, but he looks like he's going to hold it down. Because he knows that this is my thing, the longer you wait, in my opinion too, without having the hardcore evidence, the longer I wait about certain stuff, I be forgetting about certain things, bro. And that's my thing. I'm I'm not saying if I'm not traumatized, maybe my memory will be a little bit different. So I'm going to just leave it at that. So I don't really know. It says, a rep issued a statement to TMZ denying the allegations, which they say are lies from a desperate person. Per the spokesperson, legal action will be taken in response to a all defamatory statement made about Combs' family. So this is a good picture of him and Stevie J. This is definitely back in the day. I don't know what Diddy used to put in his head like a kid. But you see my stuff, you're like, yeah, I owe my scap, but you can tell it's time to go take care of the maintenance on these joints. His joint was like that slick, silky, smooth joint. I don't know if he's got good hair like that, but whatever product Diddy was using. But we're gonna touch on that Shine situation next, Romy. It says Stevie J, a Grammy-winning Bad Boy Records producer, is the center of the allegation from Jones involving what he alleges was a promise made by Diddy, who one day winning his own Grammy. According to Jones, Diddy used his admiration of Stevie J as a part of an alleged grooming process that he says was intended to lead his anxiety concerning homosexuality being eased. Interesting. And I should have said HS, but I mean, you can't be perfect here on YouTube. Says furthermore, Jones alleges that Diddy at one point played him footage purported to show Stevie J having you know what with a white man, which I don't see that at all. While screenshots are again included in connection with this allegation, those images have since been linked to adult film star Knockout. In fact, Knockout himself addressed this on Twitter and says, "It's me, amid speculation." Meanwhile, Stevie J himself has also responded, telling TMZ that his lawyer will be handling this going forward. So, looks like Stevie's gonna have to take legal action, and so is Diddy. Last time I think or saw them two together, I think Stevie and Puff are definitely on good terms. But let's talk about Shine real quick. We're gonna touch on Meek Mill too. Like I said, I'm definitely may be a part two. But let me find the Shine article real quick, because I know I had a joint pulled up. Because I saw that people, here we go right here. I don't even know how I found this joint, but this came out February 29th of 2024. Diddy fired the gun, not Shine. Claims the 1999 shooting victim he's paid off the club. So this is the article we got right here. Remember, Shine had to take the fall for that joint, and everybody kept saying something fishy about this one. They had two different lawyers at that too. Want to throw that out there. Let me read through this article real quick. Appreciate y'all rocking with the kid and being active in the chat as well. Appreciate that, Manny, with the kicks. So let's read through this. It says Diddy has been accused of paying off the nightclub that was scene of a shooting back in 1999 left former Bad Boy artist Shine incarcerated for decades. I thought he did 10, but it says decades, so I mean I would assume it's longer than that. It says Natalia Rubin, the woman who was shot in the club New York on December 27th of 1999, took to her social media pages on Wednesday, February 28th, to point the finger squarely at the embattled mogul, which we're assuming they're talking about Diddy at this point. It goes, and this is in quotes from the article, not me. Let me tell you why that is of utmost importance to me, she began, referring to Diddy's married legal issues. Because I am the woman he shot in the face in the December 27, 1999 club New York shooting. I have told everyone knew some sense then. Even the surgeon who did the surgery to take the bullet, I got shot in my face with a 9mm hollow point bullet called a cop killer. Interesting. I guess not so, because she survived the joint though. She says, not saying I didn't want her to, but I'm just saying, like, you know, they're describing this bullet to the T, but hey, if you meant to be here, you meant to be here. She says, I literally told everyone, never changed what I said. I watched him. I got shot in the face. I watched him fire the gun. I've said it all this time. Even the surgeon who did my surgery testified in criminal trial that while they were putting me under anesthesia. Okay, she continues, says, I was screaming, Puffy shot me in the face. Everybody knew he did, but he paid off the club bouncer and all the other people to hide the video. That's his MO. I'm assuming that stands for mission in order. Rubin, who received nearly $2 million in a settlement at the time from Diddy, also accused the mogul of attempting to flattening her car as a means of intimidation, echoing a claim first made by Kid Cudi. So apparently he's trying to do it to this person as well. I remember Kid Cudi, I think he said his car just randomly exploded when he tried to talk to Cassie. You know, I guess Diddy don't play about his booze. However, Diddy has also maintained his innocence and was acquitted of all charges in 1999 shooting. Shine, meanwhile, was convicted of the shooting, sentenced to 10 years in prison, and deported to Brazil upon his release in 2009. So this is the video I think the chick played. I'm gonna play it real quick.
Hey, how you doing? So, here today about this latest lawsuit with the P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy, Sean Puffy Combs, whatever you want to call him, lawsuit that has come out involving the producer Lil Rod. So basically his last two lawsuits, or last two major lawsuits, the one with Cassie, she made mention that Puffy made her carry his guns into nightclubs and wherever they went. And he threatened her to make her feel like she had to do so. And while there were lots of things of importance, that stood out to me. And I'm going to tell you why. In this lawsuit with the producer Lil Rod, they were both SA'd by him and threatened and physically harmed. But in this lawsuit, he appears to be a very young producer to me. But he said something very specific. As a means of threatening him, Puffy said, that's why I shot up the club in New York back in 1999 and let Shine take the fall. Let me tell you why that's of utmost importance to me. Because I am the woman who he shot in the face in that 1999, December 27th, 1999.
Hey, hold
Club New York
up, hold up.
Shooting.
No disrespect, but is that why she got? I ain't finna watch all 6 minutes of this video either, but is that why she got them thick glasses on? I'm just want to throw that out there. I ain't gonna listen to her like, bro. She said she been speaking up, but now I guess now it's finally making its way up onto social media. I can't say she hasn't or has not. It says back in 2020, Shine sat down for a conversation with Fat Joe and told a different story that one Ruben is telling. Interesting, because I think I remember seeing Shine on Drink Champs. I don't think he drank at all. I think that him and Diddy had squashed the beef. Says, what was happening for me in my life in the time was a miracle because that incident in the club New York almost ended my career. He said, all I used to pray for, I know I defended myself. I defended my friends. He says, I was in fear of my life. Scar, who was the instigator, I know Scar from Brooklyn. Those my guys, I didn't have a problem with him. That wasn't my beef. That was Puffy's issue. They had a problem with Puff for whatever reason. Scar, Nino, and the entire Brooklyn crowd was in Club New York. So I didn't even know. So it's just called Club New York. Interesting. He continues, says, I seen them. It was all love, but when they started arguing with Puff, I know what these Brooklyn guys are capable of. I know what Scar is capable of. I know what Nino is capable of. I know what happens once these arguments start. Once they start, it becomes a problem and serious problem. Once he starts talking crazy, yeah, I became afraid for my life. Once he said, it's about to happen, then it's about to happen. He concluded, I seen somebody reach for a gun and I reached for my weapon and I defended my friends and myself. Because once he starts firing, once whoever else pulls out a gun and starts firing, it doesn't stop there. So that was Sean's reasoning for pulling out the gun, apparently. It says, by Diddy shooting a gun, do you mean another man's? Wow, I'm not going to read that article. Holy crap. It says, kind of crazy that Sean was involved in all this ish, then took down Death Row and No Limit and came out unscattered. It's nice to know scumbags in high places. Yeah, No Limit at one point used to be that record label. Death Row used to be that record label, and then Bad Boys kind of soared to the top. And, Biggie definitely carried the weight, but, Diddy, once that he made his moves as a businessman on that one, But again, did he step on some people's toes and faces to get to the top? Maybe so. And that's what this art, and like, people are really replying to this, and I'm not gonna read through all of these, but I mean, these are all valid questions. Says J-Lo was there with Puffy too, so she could know. She should know. But I think they let J-Lo escape untouched. That is respect to the victim for speaking up. Anybody that really know Diddy can't put that she's saying past him. Prosecutors need to bring back the charges and set him straight. I mean, as the statute of limitations is up is a question too we got to keep in mind. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I know Dunks probably would have had so much to say on this one right here, man. But glad to see Shine is free. I went back and did research some of the songs he did. I think they're pretty dope. I don't think he had too many hits out because I think his career was on the up and up at that time. But I mean, this is my thing. Diddy had to be one hell of a businessman to get all these people that's willing to sign to him. Because think about it. He's had the Locks, that was like Jadakiss, Styles P and them, Sheik Luch. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he's had Lil' Kim, Biggie. He's had the band. He's had that Day 26 joint. I think Aubrey O'Day, she continues to speak on him. That was the one from the girl group. I can't think of their name. And I think I do got an article on that one. It will probably, let's see if we're going to end it. I'll talk on the Usher situation. But yeah, Aubrey O'Day, this is the one from a girl group that she used to be in. I got to look up what group they were in real quick. Give me a real quick, because it's going to bother me if I don't really look this up. And I should know this, but the girl group I didn't really listen to like that, but I still listen to them. Hold on one second. I got to see real quick what was the girl group. Y'all bear with the kid, man. Because I know it's going to say, like, what group she was in. Because I know she was in... Oh, Danity Kane. It just came to me, Danity Kane. Because she had the girl groups in there. So, yeah. So, Aubrey O'Day is coming out and speaking on them. Let me see which one I really want to hit on next for the last, 10 minutes of this one. I think I'll do the most up-to-date one. I think it's coming from March 1st. But we still got a lot to go through on this one, to go through with a fine-tooth comb. But, says Diddy R accuser must reveal identity, judges reveals. Because I think we didn't even know who this person was. I know because he's got so many lawsuits. Like, yeah, some people trying to remain anonymous. Diddy's gang R accuser must reveal their identity, and their lawsuit is to proceed. The judge overseeing the case has ruled a currently anonymous woman accused the Bad Boy boss and two other men, including former label president Harvey Pierre, of the taking turns of R and her in the Manhattan recording studio when she was 17 years old, and a lawsuit filed late last year. So this is one we saw floating around too in one of the articles I was reading earlier. This is the upcoming stuff I think we just did, but says Diddy also has vehemently denied the allegations, scored a minor victory in the case on Thursday, February 29th, when the judge agreed with his legal team that the woman cannot remain anonymous. So, yeah. Again, is they trying to get him on some money though. That's my thing too. Like, stuff like this got to be thrown out. Like, if they see, like, come on, bro, it's a money grab. Like this, if it was something serious, you should have took this on some other side of things, you know. Let's see. Upset You Law says time for Diddy to use all the money he saved by robbing his artists. I ain't gonna touch on that tonight, but I'll touch on a little bit of, like, Dunks would say the same thing and agree with you. But at the same time, these people all signed it on the, like, is it his fault they didn't read what they signed? Even though they signed with him on the probably the faith of just trust, because they were like, hey, man, he like us, he ain't gonna do us no wrong. So, I mean, two wrongs don't make a right, though. It says, according to the Billboard judge, Jessica G.L. Clark acknowledged that revealing the accuser's identity could have a significant impact on her due to the graphic and disturbing allegations in the case, but ultimately decided that she had failed to convince the courts that she should remain anonymously, which I'm assuming is like basically anonymous. The judge wrote in the ruling, while the court does not take the plaintiff concerns lightly, the court cannot rely on a generalized, uncollaborated, or uncorroborated claims that disclosure when harm plaintiff to justify her anonymity, like basically her identity, like basically anonymous. Clark referred to the past examples in a high-profile lawsuits against Harvey Weinstein and Kevin Spacey, where the accusers could not remain anonymous identity throughout the lawsuit. The accuser will not have to reveal their name immediately, though, as a judge must first rule as previously filed motion from Diddy's attorneys to dismiss the lawsuit. If the judge rejects the motion, then the woman will have to reveal her identity. Diddy had previously claimed that the woman had public-facing identity. The accuser had accused that she should be able to remain anonymous because of the media attention that would be attached to the case, while Puffy's attorney claimed that she should have to reveal her identity. So it looks like things are moving in a positive direction for Diddy, and I'm going to wrap things up on this one tonight, but I'm going to read through the rest of this for sure. Upset You Lost says, I know, but if you're coming from the struggle, contact lingo isn't the strong suit. Yeah, I can see your point on that one. He says, contract lingo. So contract lingo isn't the strong suit. This is true. And to be fair, and I'm going to agree with you on this one, because reality is, I know what everybody say, look, well, they should have gotten a lawyer. They should have got a lawyer. They were going to get screwed either way. Because the lawyer, you think, I don't know if as a person, I've had 6 different lawyers, lost all my cases with 6 different lawyers. Separate cases, different lawyers. I was experimenting. But I say all to say, I didn't get the free joints. I didn't get the pro bono joints. I got the ones that pretty much you pay, X amount of dollars for. And while, yes, there's nothing on my record, I say all that to say, like, getting an attorney to sign, to look over these contracts, they'll look over it, and they'll be like, all right, cool, for me to help you with this, to make sure everything is good and do some negotiation for you, we're going to need X amount of percentage. Because they say if the person did sign for, let's just say, the magic number back then was $1 million, but we'll say, let's say they signed for $100,000. How much you think an attorney going to want out of that cut? At least 25, if not more, and other little fees they got to pay where that person walk away, if lucky, 85,000 grand. Or you go to the label who's going to do the same thing, except you get it all up front, and they're going to make sure as your songs take off, you don't make a single dime off of it, and you pretty much just stick to touring, and you got to tour your rest of your life. I don't know. So who's right and who's wrong here? Upset You Lost says, facts, says, we have whatever it looks like $1 million for most no name artists, seeing nothing but dollar signs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you come in the streets, you just be you. And think about this too. And I'm not knocking this, but a lot of these rappers come on that like, I'm going all in this rap ish. I'm putting it all in. But when they do that, they barely keeping the lights on and able to eat. They're not going to work. They like, work getting in the way. I'm focused on this because I know I'm going to make it. Then you do, quote unquote, make it. And to be honest, from the outside looking in, it look like some of these guys, they get in off the strength of their name and who they're signed to. But as far as like them having official, like actual capital and the cash, is not always there, Upset You Lost says exactly. So we on the same page. Let me read through the rest of this article, then we're going to wrap things up for tonight. It says the rap mogul is currently battling 3 other assault lawsuits and has strongly denied all the allegations with them. The latest lawsuit against him was filed earlier this week by the producer Lil Rod, who claims he was XH by Diddy while working on his album, the Love album, Off the Grid, which I think that's Diddy's latest album, which they got some bangers on that. I'm going to keep it 100. And was witness to him spiking spiking drinks and soliciting underage prostitutes. Keep in mind, this is kind of the same thing they got Bill on, you know. So I'm very curious how this is gonna go. A number of doubts have been casted on the lawsuit, though, including the claim that Diddy forced Rod to watch a video of Bad Boy producer Stevie J have you know what with another man. An adult film star has since come forward and said it was him in the clip, but was it Stevie though? Was it Stevie? Two women pictured in the lawsuit that were alleged to be underage have also come forward to say that they were in fact in their 30s. So, a lot going on with this, man, and I think I'm gonna call it here for tonight, because again, as y'all can see, I got articles on this stuff. Like, literally, I Googled this and found this stuff within a matter of like 30 minutes. So I'm gonna leave it right here. Hopefully Dunce can join us on the next live, but we have been on that hour and 30-minute mark. And I don't want to keep you guys up too late. I don't want to be up too late because I ain't gotta go to you know what I'm saying, make my move tomorrow too. Says upset you lost, says be easy champ. Appreciate that. So yeah, let's wrap things up for tonight. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Definitely sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, smash the like button. It really goes a long way. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I do is make content about sneakers, occasional try on haul, and Music Monday, just like this one. Salutes to Dunks. Hopefully he's, you know, taking care of him. He's all good. Hopefully he can hop back on the live on Wednesday and, you know, continue out the journey. Other than that, sign up for that sold out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it's free to sign up. And other than that, yeah, man, I'm going to go ahead and officially be out this thing, man. Peace.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so long. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. These feelings are familiar, swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her, swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust, I've been in and out of touch. All in and out of love, yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.